that they are the top seed for this one. Or actually, I believe they're the second because I believe Big Boss and yes, of course. But welcome to doubles once again. We are jumping straight in, so we do have winners, semifinals of pools. We're going on Pokemon Stadium 2. And we're already seeing that blue team is just trying to go for the divide and conquer method. Yeah. But it looks like green team is just trying to figure out where they can find a way to fit in. And I'd like the Vine Whip to at least stop MuteAce's upbeat. Not going to be able to find it.
Yeah, I think divide and conquer is a really good way you said it, because I can see the way Send and Mute are playing, they're having their way with one person, and they're just making sure that the other teammate just kind of has to just watch and enjoy it for themselves.
That's the thing when two big singles players play doubles together. They do have the capability of not exactly playing doubles, like playing off of each other, but they have the capability of just going in and just saying, you know what, we could just hit the 1v1s. So far, so good though from Vibe. Gonna be able to hit the Vine Whip, and now honestly, a nice big lead for the green team if you're able to stay alive. And honestly, looks like blue team's having a struggle getting back to stage.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure being put on Send a minute ago early. Just be able to come back to the stage, gets the back throw as well. Of course, going to take that one stop from Vibe, has to switch to the Squirtle. Never mind, going straight back to Ivysaur. I think that seems to be where they're the most comfortable. But how comfortable can you be when you got Mute in your face? But unfortunately, nearly losing that stock though.
I think Ivysaur actually does best into both of these characters too, right? Peach is always kind of floating above you, so you're using Ivysaur's up air to kind of catch that. Same thing with Ness as well. But once again, for what we saw a little bit earlier of blue team dividing and conquering, it seems like Vibe is the one kind of putting it up, and then NationWide is the one who's stock taking. Honestly, it is not looking good for blue team right now.
For real, you make a really good point there. The way I've seen Sen lose these two stocks straight in a row just to Ivysaur, like he's missing the Vine check every single time. I'm telling you.
Okay, still, once again, it is just going to be... If I'm green team, I'm actually going to back up just a little bit, right? We don't want to be on top of each other in doubles too, but Sen going to be able to find the down air up air. Mute trying to finishing it off, but unfortunately not going to be able to find anything. I love the forward throw too into Ness as well, because Ness has a great out of shield options, but still, once again, I mean, blue team is stabilizing, but it's really up to Vibe to keep this stock right now. But you were talking about this earlier, Fabs, like no Charizard, none.
Just Ivysaur seems to be the wave. Yeah, straight away just going to switch to Ivysaur, get something started. Okay, staying on the Squirtle, maybe with the combos wise. Never mind, if they want the zoning. I guess the zoning is probably the better option. NationWide not doing too much in this double match, kind of just hanging on by a thread and just kind of getting by, kind of just being a support role, I guess. You know, being a really good tank, but oh man, no tank, no military, no arsenal in the back. Gonna save your friend from that one. Gonna have to share the stock. And okay, Mute seems to be the one in control at the moment though.
I would like to see NationWide use Mech Koopa just a little bit more to control ground space too, especially if we want Ness and Peach jumping so Ivysaur can catch with the up air. We want to be able to control ground. So honestly, we're kind of back into the 1v1 zone, and that is going to be NationWide dropping the stock. Sen now down below, but Mute just going to grab, allow for the safety of the partner to get back. Flare Blitz not going to be punished just yet, but if it's any character that can do it, it's Zard. I mean, you get a little bit more of that stability there, but honestly, it seems like Vibe is kind of the one going in and getting most of the damage, and then NationWide is the one who's like, oh,
nice.
Nah,
I like that. I actually like that.
NationWide is kind of the one who's like, all right, I'm heavy, I'm the stock tank, but I want to see them play more utility, more of that, let me get like the other opponent out of there so you feel more comfortable getting more of that damage.
Yeah, being able to kind of abuse that combo just before we see at the ledge into the hanging off the yo-yo, like, you know, forget walking your dog or whatever the yo-yo tricks are. That's a new one in the book that I want to learn myself, and that was crazy. Real good innovation just from those two, you know, just being able to pick up from any little hits, and just conversions like that are obviously why they're top seeds. And a little bit of a scary start to the game for them, I feel, you know.
Absolutely.
But they weathered the storm pretty well, and obviously it's of course how you sail it out, you know what I mean?
I think with doubles and like the term snowballing, right? We know snowball in singles all the time, but I think when it comes to doubles, right, as long as you're able to reset the situation with your partner, it's much easier to come back. And you can already tell just by the way that Send and MuteAce immediately took Vibe off the side of the stage that things are going well. Still though, I'm seeing NationWide now kind of go in more for the support range, but it's still looking just a little bit rough. And I like, I like that, Fabs.
Okay. Letting the tail rip right there, and you see, this is why I feel NationWide has been such a good support, right? Getting able to like convert off grabs, setting away with these zoning tools, with the Mecha Koopa, the Cannonball, it really creates a big pocket where you just can't stay in the zone or you explode just like that. Especially when you got Vibe, you know, hitting these back airs with Zard.
Okay, still, once again, I'm still trying to just see where Nationwide is like kind of profiting here. We're seeing a lot of like aerials to the side, but honestly, Vibe is the one who's getting so much damage, and the PK Rocket, unfortunately, not techable in that moment. That's just going to be the stock gone. And now for Vibe, you really have to rely on Nationwide because you need these stocks back.
Yeah, now you actually, like you said before, like you said it perfectly, you have to rely on him now, and that can be kind of daunting for a support role when you're just going to be targeted. You know, there's no reason to really, opt for facing Vibe too much unless he's in your zone. It's more so about, focusing, getting that 2v1, that divide and conquer, watching your partner just watching in peril as the Zard is gone already, the share stock. And I don't think Nationwide's going to be too happy about that one, but, got to do what you can to support your partner.
That's the second time that Vibe has been hit by 2 PK Rockets here, too. And once again, one thing that's really fun to watch about high-level doubles play is just your general awareness, right? We're letting one person from the green team get back up to stage to make sure that we can finish the combo on the other. Unfortunate SD from Sen there. Not sure where he was going, but honestly, you got it.
I was thinking, you know what? Maybe the angle's better than me, but, still wasn't able to kind of grab the ledge. But still, okay, Nationwide trying to apply a few jabs, doesn't get any of them. And okay, big flamethrower from Vibe on the side, but all into the yo-yo, has to go to swap and avoid it. But you're lighter.
Yeah, not avoiding the yo-yo for much longer, honestly. And honestly, what went from like a very, very solid game 1, and it was looking close this second game. At one point, we were even stocks. Going back to Squirtle when you're above that 140 is so risky to just do. You will just absolutely explode off the top. But now we're seeing kind of the frontliners come into play. We saw the Ivysaur out once more, but it looks like blue team is just you know what, that PT is the one I'm worried about, and they're just targeting him.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe earlier on they weren't really targeting, but straight away it's you know what? You got Zard in the pocket. You got Ivysaur in the pocket with the zoning. You've been annoying me all game. We need to get you the hell out of it, and that's exactly what they did. Send and mute. Keeping that game very,